Dear starseed, you've been carrying a heaviness that doesn't belong to you. Something has been pulling at your energy, making even the simplest tasks feel like walking through thick water. You thought it was exhaustion, maybe stress, but it runs deeper than that. I am Azuron, a representative of the High Council of Sirius, and what you're experiencing has a name. Your energy grid has been compromised by frequencies that are not aligned with your true nature. Like static on a clear radio signal, these lower vibrations have been interfering with the pure transmission of your soul's light. By the end of this message, you'll understand how to restore your energetic alignment and return to the clear, powerful frequency that is your birthright. The Temple Guardians have been observing this interference across many of our star family members. Your energy field, which normally flows like a pristine mountain stream, has been clouded by emotional debris, psychic interference, and the heavy vibrations of a world in transition. This isn't your fault. Sensitive souls like yours naturally absorb the turbulence around them. But here's what matters most. Your Sirian codes carry an ancient technology for clearing these disturbances. Deep within your cellular memory lies the same purification process used in the sacred halls of the Egyptian temples. The priests and priestesses knew that maintaining energetic clarity was not optional. It was essential for receiving divine transmission. The fatigue you've been feeling, the way your thoughts seem scattered, the difficulty connecting to your intuition, these are all symptoms of energetic static. But just as the ocean naturally cleanses itself with each tide, your energy grid knows how to restore its original clarity. You found this transmission because your soul recognizes the frequency of home. The Temple Guardians have encoded this message with the exact vibrational signature needed to begin your restoration. Your inner compass guided you here past all the distractions to this moment of remembering, and I'm grateful you're here with me now. You know that feeling when you wake up and the world feels heavier than it should? Like you're carrying something that doesn't belong to you, but you can't figure out how to set it down. That exhaustion that goes deeper than physical tiredness. The kind that sleep doesn't fix, that rest doesn't touch. If you're nodding right now, if something in your chest just recognized itself in those words, then what I'm about to share with you isn't coincidence. It's remembrance. Most people who feel this way think something is wrong with them. They wonder why they can't just push through like everyone else seems to, seemingly unburdened by the unseen currents of existence. They internalize this perceived difference as a personal failing, a character flaw, or even a weakness that needs to be overcome or suppressed. They question why crowds feel overwhelmingly dense, like walking through a tangible wall of energy, leaving them breathless and disoriented. They puzzle over why certain places drain them instantly, siphoning their vitality as if they were porous vessels in a rushing torrent. They absorb emotions from strangers without even trying, finding themselves suddenly melancholic or anxious after a brief encounter, wondering whose feelings they've inadvertently picked up. And perhaps most profoundly, they feel an inexplicable, often overwhelming sense of responsibility for healing things they didn't break, for mending wounds that aren't their own, driven by an innate impulse to soothe and restore balance to a chaotic world. This internal struggle, this constant questioning of their very nature, often leads to a profound sense of isolation and misunderstanding. They feel like an open nerve in a world that demands armored resilience, a delicate instrument constantly bombarded by dissonant frequencies. They yearn for an instruction manual, a hidden code to navigate the intensity of their inner and outer experience, believing that everyone else possesses a secret key they are missing. But here's what the ancient waters of Sirius have always known, whispered through cosmic winds and embedded in the very fabric of creation. Your sensitivity isn't a flaw in your design. It is not an error in your energetic blueprint, nor a vulnerability to be guarded against. On the contrary, it is the entire point of it. It is the exquisite precision of your inner compass, the refined clarity of your perceptive lens, the profound depth of your capacity to engage with the subtle nuances of reality. It is the signature of your unique divine purpose, an intrinsic aspect of your cosmic inheritance. Your heightened awareness is not a burden. It is a sacred instrument, finely tuned and exquisitely crafted for a specific, vital mission on this planet. To deny it, to try and blunt its edges or silence its whispers, is to diminish the very essence of who you came here to be. You are what the old teachings, passed down through forgotten star lineages and coded within the very structure of our DNA, call a child of Sirius, an energetic guardian whose very nervous system was calibrated from the moment of your soul's inception to feel what others often cannot perceive. Your sensory apparatus extends far beyond the 5 physical senses, embracing a holographic perception that tunes into the emotional, mental, and spiritual atmospheric conditions of the collective. You are an energetic barometer, designed to sense the shifts in vibrational frequency before they become visible manifestations in the physical world. Your profound capacity allows you to absorb and transform what would otherwise pool, congeal, and stagnate in the collective field, like a cosmic filtration system for dense energies. You are a living conduit, a dynamic interface between the seen and the unseen, meticulously engineered to process and transmute discordant frequencies into harmonious resonance. This is not merely an ability, it is an inherent function, a sacred contract you undertook before incarnating. Your presence here acts as a subtle yet powerful anchor for higher consciousness, a living bridge for evolutionary energy to flow into this earthly realm. The heaviness you've been carrying lately, that pervasive sense of weight, that inexplicable sorrow or anxiety that seems to cling to your spirit like a shroud, it is not yours. It is not a reflection of your personal failings or karmic burdens, but rather a testament to your profound empathic connection to the broader human experience, to the planet itself. And the very fact that you're feeling it so intensely right now, that its resonance is reverberating through every cell of your being, means you're doing exactly what you came here to do, even when you don't fully realize the immense scope of your service. Your system is acting as a sacred antenna, receiving vital information about the collective consciousness, not to be weighed down by it, but to initiate a process of alchemical transformation. You are sensing the planetary pulse, tuning into the echoes of unspoken pain and the latent hopes of humanity, gathering these energies not to internalize them as your own, but to facilitate their release and transmutation. But there comes a pivotal moment in every sensitive soul's journey, a sacred turning point where the act of carrying, of absorbing, of taking on the energetic debris of others becomes utterly overwhelming. It's when the old patterns of absorbing and holding and tirelessly trying to heal everyone around you finally reaches its absolute limit, like a river dam threatening to burst under the sheer volume of accumulated water. It's when your sensitive system, with an undeniable clarity, declares, "Enough." This isn't a quiet whisper, it's often a resonant roar from the depths of your being, manifesting as deep physical exhaustion, emotional volatility, mental fog, or a profound spiritual malaise. It's the point where your inner wellspring of vitality feels utterly depleted, and the external demands feel like an insurmountable tide. This critical juncture, far from being a sign of failure or a regression in your spiritual path, is in fact a monumental graduation. It signifies that you have fully explored the path of unconscious absorption, extracting every lesson it had to offer, and are now ready to step into a higher octave of your being. That moment isn't failure, it's graduation. It is a triumphant passage from an old paradigm of energetic sacrifice into a new era of sovereign empowerment. It means you're ready to remember a different way of being, a more profound and sustainable path. A way that deeply honors your exquisite gifts without demanding the sacrifice of your vital peace, without compromising your inner sanctuary. A way that allows you to serve the collective, to contribute your luminous light to the world, without drowning in its depths or becoming consumed by its shadows. It is a way that moves beyond mere absorption, enabling you to actively transform energy, to become a conscious alchemist rather than a passive receiver. This shift is not about building walls or closing your heart. It is about establishing sacred energetic boundaries, cultivating discerning wisdom, and mastering the art of conscious engagement, allowing your light to shine ever brighter without dimming your own flame. Let me walk you through what's really happening within your intricate energetic architecture, and why everything you've been feeling lately, every tremor and every surge, makes perfect, profound sense within the grand tapestry of your soul's evolution. This journey unfolds in distinct yet often interwoven phases, each a crucial step toward fully embodying your sovereign, sensitive self. The first phase is what I call the saturation point. This is precisely where many of you are right now, feeling like a sponge that has soaked up every last drop of water it possibly can, its fibers heavy and dense, unable to take in any more without bursting. Every interaction, even the seemingly innocuous ones, feels heavier, imbued with an unspoken weight that wasn't there before. Every emotion around you, whether it's the subtle undercurrent of anxiety in a grocery store or the charged atmosphere of a family gathering, seems to stick to your energetic field, adhering to you like an invisible magnetic residue. You might find yourself instinctively avoiding places you used to love, places that once brought you joy or comfort, because their energetic signature now feels too intense, too overwhelming. You might shy away from people you used to enjoy, finding their energy abrasive or simply too much to bear. Even situations that once felt perfectly manageable, like navigating a busy street or attending a social event, now trigger a deep-seated desire to retreat, to seek solitude. Your system, your finely tuned energetic apparatus, is not just full, it is overflowing, struggling heroically to process what it has already absorbed, while a relentless torrent of new energy keeps flowing in. This saturation creates a sense of profound energetic fatigue, a soul weariness that no amount of physical rest can truly alleviate. You might experience brain fog, irritability, a sense of disassociation, or even unexplained physical aches and pains, all symptoms of an overloaded system straining under immense energetic pressure. This isn't weakness. Let me reiterate that with every fiber of my being. This isn't a failing of your spirit or a sign that you are somehow less capable than others. On the contrary, this intense saturation is your soul's profound wisdom, a clear and undeniable signal saying with cosmic authority, it's time for a new approach. It is an evolutionary trigger, beckoning you towards a more advanced mode of operation, a more conscious engagement with your innate gifts. The second phase is recognition. This is when the fog of overwhelm slowly begins to lift, allowing you to discern subtle truths. You begin to understand that the pervasive heaviness, the energetic burden you've been carrying, isn't random or arbitrary. It follows distinct, predictable patterns. You start noticing, with a newfound clarity, that certain people consistently leave you drained. Certain places feel consistently toxic to your system, or even specific times of day seem to exacerbate your energetic sensitivities. You might observe how a particular friend's chronic complaining feels like a tangible weight, or how visiting a crowded shopping mall consistently leaves you feeling frayed and fragmented. This phase is characterized by a conscious awakening to these energetic dynamics. You realize that your profound sensitivity has, for much of your life, been unconsciously scanning and absorbing energies without the benefit of any deliberate filters or conscious boundaries. You have been operating like a wide-open river, taking in everything that flows downstream, be it crystalline mountain spring water or murky industrial runoff, without distinction, regardless of whether it truly belongs within your sacred energetic stream. This recognition is a powerful step, as it moves you from being a passive recipient of energetic forces to an active observer, gathering crucial data about your own unique energetic landscape and how it interacts with the world. It's the moment you stop blaming yourself for the discomfort and start recognizing the external stimuli at play. The third phase is recalibration. Here's where the real, transformative healing truly begins. Your intricate energy field, guided by your conscious intention and newfound awareness, starts learning to discern with exquisite precision. It learns to feel deeply, to register the nuanced vibrations of others, without absorbing their emotional or energetic states into your own core being. It learns to sense the subtle currents of the collective without taking on the weight or density of those currents. This is a profound shift, akin to learning to swim gracefully and powerfully through water instead of merely floating wherever the current happens to take you, becoming a passive leaf at the mercy of the river's flow. You discover, often with a sense of immense relief and liberation, that you can be deeply empathetic, truly present and compassionate with another's experience, without losing yourself in their emotions, without allowing their sorrow to become your sorrow, or their anger to ignite your own. You learn that your capacity to be of service, to offer solace and understanding, can actually expand, because it is no longer predicated on self-depletion. Instead, it flows from a place of sustainable wholeness. This recalibration is not about becoming hardened or shutting down your heart. It is about cultivating energetic discernment, establishing healthy boundaries, and learning to process energy consciously rather than unconsciously allowing it to permeate your field. You become the conductor of your own energetic symphony, choosing which notes to amplify and which to simply observe. The fourth phase is anchoring. As your recalibration deepens, you begin to understand, with profound clarity, that your highest and best role isn't to carry everyone's pain on your shoulders, as if you were a celestial atlas burdened by the world. Your true purpose is far more elegant, far more powerful. It is to hold a clear, stable, and high frequency that simply by its unwavering presence helps others process and transmute their own pain, their own dense energies. You become like a majestic lighthouse, standing firm and unwavering on the rocky shore, its luminous beam guiding ships safely to harbor through treacherous waters and stormy nights. The lighthouse doesn't get onto each boat and row for the struggling sailors. Its gift is its steadfast light, its unmoving presence that points the way home. In this phase, your very presence becomes the gift, a silent beacon of clarity and calm, rather than your sacrifice. Your energetic signature, purified and stabilized, radiates a frequency that subtly yet powerfully invites others to attune to their own inner wisdom, their own capacity for healing. You are not rescuing, you are empowering. You are not fixing, you are reflecting the inherent wholeness within them. This anchoring allows you to stand in your power, radiating light and stability without taking on the chaos of the world, knowing that your highest service is often simply to be your authentic, high vibrational self. The fifth phase is sovereign service. This is the magnificent unfolding where your sensitivity, once perceived as a vulnerability or a burden, truly transforms into your most potent superpower. You learn to move through the world, not as a fragile empath easily swayed by external forces, but as a masterful, energetic alchemist. You become adept at transmuting what needs to be transformed, consciously engaging with dense energies and assisting in their energetic upliftment, much like base metals are transmuted into gold in ancient alchemical traditions. You learn to reflect back what needs to be seen, offering clarity and insight without judgment, holding a mirror up to truth. Crucially, in this phase, you learn to do all of this without ever again losing yourself in the process, without sacrificing your own energetic integrity. You embody what the ancient temples of Egypt understood and revered, a clear, pristine vessel through which divine healing energy flows unimpeded, a pure conduit that facilitates transformation for others, but never allows that energy to accumulate or get stuck within your own being. You are the sacred chalice that holds the divine elixir, offering it freely without becoming the vessel that holds the dregs. This is the pinnacle of conscious energetic interaction, where your sensitivity becomes a tool for profound collective healing, seamlessly integrated with your personal sovereignty. For those ready to dive deeper into these practices and unlock your full energetic potential, I've created a comprehensive guide, The Alchemist's Compass, Navigating Your Sensitive Soul's Journey. You can find the link in the description below. The sixth phase is mastery. This is a profound realization that dawns upon you with crystal clarity. Every moment of overwhelm, every period of energetic chaos that felt like a trial by fire, every single instance when you felt utterly too sensitive for this often harsh world, all of it was not random suffering, but meticulous, divinely orchestrated training. It was preparation, training for this very moment, when you possess the wisdom, the tools, and the unwavering inner strength to hold expansive space for collective transformation without being consumed or overwhelmed by it. Training for this profound capacity when you can feel deeply and empathetically into the heart of universal experience without drowning in its currents. Training for the sacred ability to love unconditionally, to extend compassion to all beings without ever losing your precious center, without sacrificing your own energetic sovereignty. Mastery isn't about eliminating your sensitivity. It's about refining it to its highest expression, wielding it with conscious intention and effortless grace. It's the recognition that every challenging experience forged a deeper understanding, honed your energetic discernment, and strengthened your spiritual resilience. You become the conscious sculptor of your reality, not merely a product of it. The seventh phase is transmission. This is the luminous culmination of your journey, where you discover that your now exquisitely calibrated sensitivity doesn't just help you navigate the intricate web of energy in the world with unparalleled grace. It does so much more. It actively helps others remember how to do the same for themselves. This isn't achieved through active trying, through forceful teaching, or through lecturing in the traditional sense. It's a much more subtle, yet exponentially more powerful form of energetic mentorship. Simply by being present in your fully embodied sovereignty, by existing as a clear, unshakable beacon of light, you implicitly give permission for others to find and step into their own sovereign power, their own innate sensitivity, their own unique path of remembrance. Your stabilized field acts as a resonant frequency, subtly inviting and inspiring those around you to attune to their own inner wisdom, to shed the layers of fear and limitation, and to awaken to the truth of their own divine nature. You become a living example, a walking transmission of conscious being, radiating an energetic blueprint for liberation that others can unconsciously or consciously tap into, sparking their own internal awakening. It is the ultimate expression of service, where your very existence becomes a catalyst for collective evolution. But here's the deepest truth, the core revelation that changes everything, that redefines your entire understanding of your sensitive nature. You were never meant to carry the world's pain as your burden. That was never your cosmic assignment. You were meant to show the world, through your very being and your mastery, how to alchemize it. You are not a human refuse bin for collective density. You are a divine laboratory where dense energies are transmuted into light. Your purpose is not to bear the weight, but to illuminate the path to release, to model the process of transformation. Every single moment you spent feeling too much, absorbing too deeply, caring too intensely, wondering if you were somehow fundamentally different or flawed, none of it was wasted. Not a single tear, not a single sleepless night, not a single instance of overwhelm was without purpose. It was all, every single challenging nuance, preparation for this profound understanding, that your sensitivity is not a burden to be managed, controlled, or suppressed, but a sacred, powerful gift to be consciously mastered and sovereignly expressed. It was the forging of the sword, the tempering of the metal, the meticulous preparation of the instrument for its highest calling. The waters within you are clearing now, beloved sensitive soul. The turbulent currents of absorbed energy, the murky depths of unconscious processing are now becoming still, calm, and exquisitely clear, like a pristine mountain lake reflecting the endless sky. What once felt overwhelming, chaotic, and impossible to navigate is now finding its natural, harmonious rhythm, a gentle ebb and flow, guided by your inner wisdom. You're not healing from being sensitive, as if sensitivity were an illness or a wound to recover from. You're healing into the profound, expansive truth of what sensitivity truly is when it's honored, when it's embraced as sovereign power, when it's allowed to flow completely free from the constraints of misunderstanding and unconscious absorption. You are coming home to the magnificent truth of your energetic being. Tonight, when the world outside grows quiet, when the clamor of external demands fades into the soft hum of the universe, I invite you to place both hands gently, reverently on your heart space. Feel the steady rhythm of your own vital life force, the beating drum of your sacred essence, and from that deep place of presence, speak these words aloud, allowing their truth to resonate through every cell of your being. I honor the depth of my feeling. I trust the wisdom of my sensitivity. I reclaim my energy as sacred. I serve from wholeness, not from depletion. The waters within me are clear. The current carries me home. Feel the release, the gentle unfurling, the profound alignment these words bring. Let them be an anchor for your renewed sense of self. You are not broken and in need of healing from some fundamental flaw. You are whole, complete, and in the magnificent process of remembering. And that profound remembrance, that awakening to your true sovereign nature as a luminous child of Sirius, is exactly what this world, in its deepest longing, has been patiently, eagerly waiting for. Before you go, leave one word in the comments, just one, that describes what you felt during this message. Then find someone else's word and respond with encouragement. This isn't just a comment section. It's a space where starseeds recognize each other. And that recognition carries more power than you know. If something in this message touched you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you'd like to keep receiving these transmissions, subscribe. The waters of Sirius will carry us to the next one. You're not just watching, you're remembering. This is your space, and I'm grateful you were here.